Well, breaking news coming in that Headlines Today has accessed an email written by the Pakistani journalist Mehr Tarar to Shashi Tharoor after Sunanda Pushkar's outburst against her on Twitter. In her email, Tarar speaks of her respect for Shashi Tharoor and her admiration for his books and political views. The Pakistani journalist said, and I quote from the email, "I'm very sorry about what is happening in your life. I know how much this marriage means to you. I know how much your wife means to you. About me being the reason for problems with your wife, I don't even want to think what it would do to my very young kids. So I guess I was right all my life. Friendship between a man and a woman will always be labelled incorrectly." This is a Headlines Today exclusive Tarar's email that we have accessed with Shashi Tharoor. Email exchange them. Well, our editor-at-large Rahul Kanwal is now joining me on the phone line for more. Rahul, when was this email actually written, and what does it really say about the relationship between Mehr Tarar and Shashi Tharoor?
Well, the first thing that I want to say, Rishika, is that this email is dated the 28th of July, 2013. So this matter has been going on for more than 7 months now. It's only come into the public domain at this time. But this feud between Sunanda and Mehr, because of Meher's relationship with Shashi Tharoor, has been going on for a very long time. And in this email, the first email that we've seen, Mehr Tarar is essentially trying to tell Shashi Tharoor that I feel really bad because of the situation that you've got into because of me.
Right.
I'm a huge fan of yours. I quoted you in an article, and I'm really mortified with the fact that Sunanda thinks that you and I are having an affair, because that's not the case. I am a fan of yours. I've said so on Twitter. I'm saying so in my articles. I like your political views. But other than that, there's nothing else. She's saying your innate decency and moral compass has made me rethink a few things. Thank you, Shashi, for being in my life. Long distance dosti sahi. She says some things are hard for people to fathom and come to terms with. Life teaches us to be one-dimensional and suspicious of all we can't see. Sometimes the communication gap between people becomes so huge for one reason or the other that each word is doubted, each truth becomes shallow. But in the end, only the truth works. I'm just reading out what she's saying. So be yourself. You're wonderful. Inshallah, things will work out between the two of you. About me being the problem with your wife, main kya kahun? I don't even want to think what it would do to my young kid. So I guess I was right all my life. Friendship between a man and a woman will be labelled incorrectly. And even the woman who's the love of your life will doubt your word against very circumstantial evidence. You are in my prayers, Shashi. May there be peace in your life and marriage. Deeply sorry, Mehr. Now, the other thing is, we've got Shashi Tharoor's response to Mehr, and this is on the 28th of July at 2:27, a few hours after Mehr sent Shashi this email. And in this, Shashi Tharoor says, "Thank you for these very kind and thoughtful words, Mehr. I'm afraid it is sometimes difficult for people to believe that such friendships are possible, or that intellectual companionship alone could have made us close friends in the short time since we first met. I do deeply love her, and saddens me that she does not believe me. In fact, Sunanda has asked me not to be in touch anymore. Getting her well and reducing stress on her is my major priority, and I hope you will understand and forgive me if I stop our phone and email exchanges. To my mind, you will always be a valued friend, and I hope that someday will come when all three of us can meet and put this misunderstanding behind us." This is in the context, Rishika, of an email which clearly Mehr Tarar sent to Shashi Tharoor, which was accessed by Sunanda one way or the other. And in that email, she must have written things which made Sunanda very, very suspicious, because in the beginning of her mail, Mehr Tarar writes, "I think you accidentally wrote on a different thread when I asked you to say something about my Friday article in which I quoted you. Thank you for reading and liking. I am mortified. I joked about it last night because I was too shocked to say anything. We've met twice. We've become good friends. I feel happy, and to tell you the truth, kind of honored to be your friend." So obviously, there was some conversation between Shashi Tharoor and Sunanda, and Mehr with Sunanda saw, and she completely disapproved of, which is what Shashi Tharoor says in his email, saying that his wife doesn't want them to be in touch. And in fact, in this email, he's telling Mehr that I will not be in touch with you because Sunanda doesn't want it.
Right. So clearly that email putting a lot of clarity in that case, setting things right. Rahul Kanwal, thank you so much for joining us with that update.